So, if a country is bombing another country's civilian infrastructure, does that constitute a war crime?
I think we've been very clear that that is a clear violation of international law.
If the United States does that to Iran, would that be a war crime?
Look, I think we've been, Secretary General is very troubled by the statements that we've heard yesterday and again this morning. Statements suggesting that an entire people or an entire civilization may be made to bear the consequences of political and military decisions. There is no military objective that justifies the wholesale destruction of a society's infrastructure or the deliberate infliction of suffering on civilian populations. The Secretary General reiterates that conflicts end when leaders choose dialogue over destruction, that choices still exist, and that those choices must be made now. He calls for stepped-up diplomatic efforts to find a peaceful way forward to the conflict in the Middle East. And as a reminder, Jean Arnaud is traveling to the region to support these efforts, and I hope to have an update on his travels a bit later on today. And of course, again, simultaneously, the Secretary General calls for freedom of navigation to be reestablished immediately in the Strait of Hormuz. And I think, as he's told you recently, when the Strait of Hormuz is strangled, it is the world's poorest and most vulnerable that cannot breathe.